Hello dear friends, many people ask this question, and it's also an important aspect of training of competitions. The question is how to get tuned for the fight, how to overcome this fear, and the fear is natural, by the way, how not to let the fear burn you out. And I repeat, the fear is normal feeling of normal people. You get out to the ring, of course you're afraid. This is natural, but you're not a coward. A coward will never make it to the ring. If the guy gets to the fight and he has no fear, he's probably a psychiatrist's patient. You need to be a master of your fear. Your fear sharpens your feelings, sharpens your reflexes, your reactions, your vision, your hearing, etc. But how to get prepared for the fight? There is no universal remedy, unfortunately. For instance, the great jumper Isinbayeva, what did she do? She put a towel on her head and sat alone, separate from the whole world, concentrating. Some guys, on the contrary, they need to go and look at fights to get used to the atmosphere, to get some anxiety. And some boxers, for instance, should never even think about boxing just before the fight. These boxers think too much inside their heads. They box inside their heads and they burn out before the fight. So it's all different for each of you. When you grow up, you get more experience. You will understand what's needed for you personally. The coach, your coach, should also watch his boxer and find his best way for him. For instance, one of my boys once was late for the fight. He just came and a couple of minutes of stretching and then had to go to the fight and boxed very well. He was fresh, he was quick. And then the same boy came for a different fight. He came early, he had plenty of time to prepare, mitts, heavy bag, and when he stepped to the ring, he was already tired. Some guys may not be serious before the fight, laughing, joking. In this case, the coach has the full right to slap him with a mitt to get his attention, because the underestimation of the opponent can be the cause of a lot of pain. So underestimation or overestimation is two sides of one coin. The coach should feel it. The auto-training, the programming words of command can be used. I remember one of my boxers, his name was Romanov. He was 15 years old, I think, at the time. He learned the name of his future opponent, found him before the fight, and told him how unlucky his opponent was, because he will fight against such a tremendous boxer such as fierce Romanov. He did not tell his opponent it was him, of course, but when they met at the ring, half an hour later, his opponent has already lost his fight before fighting. So everyone needs individual approach. Some guys need to watch fights before their own fight. Some, on the contrary, should be isolated from all thoughts about boxing. That's the coach's job to determine who needs what. There are different methods of preparation. The distraction, for instance, very intensive warm-up can distract the boxer, make him forget about the fight temporarily. He may forget his fear for some time. So it must be individually set for each separate boxer. Some methods are very common though: the auto-training, the linguistic programming, the mind concentration. Some guys need a lot of this, some need just a bit. Some, as I said, need a warm-up, just a couple of mid punches and just feel the punch, and some need the whole mid session before the fight. Say one boxer needs to meditate for several hours, and the other just needs to close his eyes for a minute and tell himself that he is strong, he's fast, he's brave, and he's ready. So it's all different, because we're all different. The best of luck.
From Russia with glove.